Fans from the University of Texas at Tyler. Me and a group of fellow economics students, Alex, Brandon, and Carter, were given the task of discussing a current economic social issue. The issue we decided to discuss is energy consumption and how it affects our day-to-day lives. As the U.S. population grows, we're increasingly finding it more difficult to supply the demand for rising energy and search for ways on how to not only recycle energy, but reuse it and create new ways of producing energy.
Many
Carter?
different energy resources available to humans. In today's society, the most common energy source is what's called fossil fuels. More than 85% of all primary energy comes from fossil fuels. Coal and natural gas power plants which generate electricity. Gasoline and diesel are used as sources for energy for cars and trucks. Ships, planes, rockets, motorcycles, virtually anything that mechanically moves uses fossil fuels. We also possess alternative energy, and this includes nuclear fission, hydroelectricity, solar power, and wind power. While these do not pollute the earth, they are really expensive to use, and they're always not readily available. This makes fossil fuels more economic to use.
As you can see from the chart, the use of fossil fuels consumes 86% of U.S. energy consumption today.
Three main types of energy sources. Nuclear power is generated using uranium. The problem with nuclear power is that the waste produced is highly toxic and extremely dangerous, and can be very deadly to people if it gets spilled into an environment. Renewable resources can also be unreliable, because they place a strain on the power grids during times of high demand. Say there's low wind or no sunlight, then we won't be able to produce any wind or solar energy. And they also affect when they're doing hydroelectric projects and utilize dams. It affects the environment and can increase flood risk. Fossil fuels, which are burned to release energy, they release carbon dioxide into the atmosphere, which damages the environment and promotes the greenhouse effect that affects global warming.
Colleagues have previously discussed, energy use today is focused towards the easier ways of creating energy as opposed to the efficient ways. By doing so, we are harming the environment for ourselves and that of future generations. However, if we focus our attention towards alternative energy options like solar power, wind power, and hydroelectricity provided by companies such as GE and First Solar Incorporation, we can plan to have a better environment for the future ahead and for little guys like Bentley here.